How you doing, guys? Flex here. I'm here with this Wally. Actually, no, I'm gonna be nice. Actually, first of all, you're back from your operation.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, it's good to see you back. How are you recovering? How are you getting on?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man.
Yeah.
Nice, easy game this weekend against you a lot. Yeah, great crack.
It's actually a bit of a come down, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
After we beat you so convincingly earlier in the season when it mattered.
Shut up.
After we peppered you and beat you 3-1.
No, you didn't. You were lucky. You got absolutely annihilated. David
After
De Gea
King De
saved
Gea,
you.
our King Pogba brushed aside you. Obviously after the Millie Rock as well, Lingard.
Oh.
After we beat you so easily earlier, I wanted you to come to Old Trafford with your best team and get another spanking.
Yeah.
But it just so goes that you're obviously chasing that thing you were laughing at us for chasing. The Europa League semi-final, which means you're going to play the kids. And the last time you played the kids against us, you lost 8-2. So,
yeah, well...
What's your thoughts? I know it's a bit of a nothing game for you lot, but what are you thinking?
Don't really care. Don't bother me. Shit game. I'm only going because I like Manchester. And I want to do some interviews with you and give you some ratings.
Is that the only reason you're going?
Yeah, that's it.
Is it a nothing
do you know
game?
what? It honestly is. It means something because it's Arsenal, Man United. But in the grand scheme of things... Nah, doesn't mean nothing. You lot have got nothing to play for. We've got nothing to play for. You're fighting to just finish above Liverpool.
Yeah, exactly.
But then I don't think Liverpool really care right now either because they've got other things to worry about.
Yeah.
So it's a poor season from both of us, to be quite honest with you. I think if you win the FA Cup, it's just a small consolation and it just papers over some cracks that you've got. And I think with us winning the Europa, if we do, gets us back in the Champions League. Can't really say it papers over the cracks now because Wenger's going. So
how are you feeling on that? Obviously Wenger's gone now. You got your wish.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy he's going. I'm happy it's over with. I'm happy that we can move on as a club. It's been a long few years. It's been stressful. It's been like
mad stress.
Mad stress. You wonder why I was in hospital. Jesus Christ! But it's just kind of, the season hasn't finished yet, and we've got a really big game going up with Madrid next week, and we've got our backs against the wall, and it's going to be tough to go through. We're not mugs.
What happened to you lot yesterday, man? Like, same old Arsenal. Like,
you know what?
Atletico Madrid, 10 men, 80 minutes. You peppered them. You had chances to see the game out, put one foot in the final.
The thing is that, you know what? I can't really say that there was a single chance where you went, we were missing chance after chance where you were going.
Welbeck should have scored.
Or the one chance with Welbeck
and can't finish. See, dead.
He'll probably score against you on Sunday.
Dead. He won't play against us. He's the best player, isn't he?
We might. Do you know what? The player that might actually play, I think Mkhitaryan might play.
Is he back?
He is back.
Okay.
And they might use the Sunday game as
tester for him.
Just to get 60 minutes under his belt before we go to Madrid, because I think he could be crucial out in Madrid. And he was crucial in you lot winning it last year.
Yeah, he scored in the final,
and he's done really well since he's came to us. I've been really impressed with him. But, you know what, the whole thing with Wenger and stuff, it's just, I'm just glad it's over. I know the season's not finished, but I'm already got a sense of, like, excitement about next year, because we're going to go into a new season with a new manager, possibly new players, dependent on who we get in. I hope we don't make the same mistake you lot do.
I was going to say, mate, don't get a Moyes or a Van Gaal, mate. Be careful. I know a lot of your fans say be careful what you wish for, and you lot say, well, I don't wish for this, because you can only go up from it.
Do you know what we were thinking about?
It's going to be a hard time.
What we were saying is that with our manager, we're going to finish 6th this year, and the only way is up. The reality is that bar the odd seasons, we've never been a side that really finishes outside the top 6, especially under the Wenger era. It's only been the last 2 years that we've actually finished outside the top 4. But teams like Chelsea, they won the league, dropped down to 10th, I believe it was the year after. Then they changed the manager, and so it shows that at that time they had good players, but something just weren't working. I know that we've got some good players there, especially in attack. We need a winger. That's it. And then defence.
What about you, mate? But you've been crying out for like a defensive mid
defence.
as well.
Defence are class in that, the defensive midfielder kind of thing. It's just, we need someone that's going to protect them. We need a couple of central defenders, and we need a good new goalkeeper.
I'll give you Fellaini if you want.
No, you're all right. You can have him. I heard you lot are trying to man's mugging you lot for a contract.
Do you know what I'm saying? Mourinho's begging him to stay. I've got to talk about the Alexis Mkhitaryan thing. Not obviously it's all done and dusted now, but in terms of how the two players have got on, I just feel you in from our point. You probably see a lot of it. Alexis hasn't hit the heights since he's come. I have to be honest about that. There's a lot of our fans who probably think Alexis will do well in the end, maybe next season after he ain't going to the World Cup, so he'll have a nice rest. But there's a lot of fans who think, you know, we had Martial who was doing absolutely fine and we just got him because we could. And it was just nice to get one up on Arsenal in terms of, oh, we nick one of their players again, give him Mkhitaryan. But in the grand scheme of things, when I think of it, it's kind of even in the end.
Do you know what? If you're going to go by their performances since they've changed clubs, we've had the better deal based on performances. Mkhitaryan, I think he's got 6 assists, something like that, and a couple of goals. And before we got injured. And it was a really unlucky injury as well. It was more of just an innocuous clash. But luckily he ain't out for the season and he is back now. But before that, he was playing really well. And his link-up play with Aubameyang in particular was really good. And it was very reminiscent to their Dortmund days, which is a promising sign for next season once they've got the whole, I wouldn't say so much Mkhitaryan because he's had longer in the Premier League, but once he's got, you know, a house in London and he's adjusted to life down here, and obviously Aubameyang's going to have the whole summer to rest and, you know, get himself sorted. So I think getting him in January was good because it gave him that period to climatise to the new league, get used to it, and he's hit the ground running.
He's done it right, hasn't he?
6 in 8.
I don't. He's
something.
I think in the big games when he first came, when he against Spurs, he didn't do nothing, and then
he literally just came. He literally just came.
And I think that was a bit difficult
Man City
for him,
in the
Man City
Carabao Cup.
obviously didn't get a sniff, but after that against the Leicester teams, when you lot were peppering to.
But you got to score what's in front of you.
Yeah.
You know, and what I look at is that it's very clear now that Lacazette was carrying an injury before he had his operation, and because we said that there was something not right about his mobility, he wasn't moving right. He seemed to lose this half a yard on the first 2-3 yards, which he's normally really clinical at because he normally makes them yards of space over those first 2-3 yards to get his shot off. But he seemed to lose that, and then he had the operation, and since he's been back 7-7, and he's starting to show just what he can do in front of goal.
But even before, there was a period where you could maybe call it a settling in period, but he couldn't hit a barn door. Like, his confidence was low. He used to miss a lot. Are you putting that down to just he'll come good in it?
Do you know what the thing is with him? He's a very different striker to Aubameyang. Aubameyang's very Henry-like in the pace and the agility and you know the way he will get you in the channels and stuff like that. And I think he was a massive miss for the Atletico game because I think in that game when they went down to 10 men, the one thing we were missing was width. And we needed width, and Aubameyang could have been the person that we could have literally just said, right, go out on the left and just stretch them. Hug that touch line. Don't worry so much about the goals today. You can drift inside, and when we start opening them up, you will get your chances. But, yeah, I just think the Lacazette thing, it was just down to new league, bit of confidence, playing with an injury. You've got to remember, we didn't have Aubameyang at the time. He was the only striker. Danny Welbeck had just come back from injury, was getting injured. We didn't have no one else, and we had Olivier Giroud, but then it was up in the air whether he was going to go or not. And then I think the moment we signed Aubameyang, Arsenal went, right, operation, get it done now, finished, done. Because he's not really going to have a chance in the summer because of the World Cup, whether he'll play or not. He's still going to be part of the France squad, so he can't have the operation. And then the league's being brought back because of when the World Cup and the way it is, there's not much period after the World Cup.
It's very quick,
So the last thing you want him to do is having an operation. So get it done now, get it out of the way. And this turned out to be the best move. And like I said, 7-7, Aubameyang's got 6 in 8. Ozil signed his new contract, Mkhitaryan, promising signs.
So you seem optimistic. You seem optimistic with the things
that are going.
No sign of worry that Wenger has gone now, and you.
No, do you know what? Right, at the end of the day, right, we could get, let's say for argument's sake, we could get Pep Guardiola, and it could not work. So we could get the best manager in world football right now out there, to do the job, and it might not work. He might not be the right fit for our club. Every appointment's going to be a gamble. But I'm glad we're making the step because it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. And we've got the second best home record in the Premier League, above Manchester United, only behind Manchester City. We're the second highest goal scorers in the Premier League. No, third. Was it third?
It's got to be City and Liverpool.
Sorry, third. City, Liverpool, Arsenal. So we're above Tottenham and
That's
Manchester
crazy. You scored all
United.
them goals, but you've looked
And this is what I'm saying. But
yeah.
the problem is goal difference,
Dead at
and
the
we're
back.
conceding
Yeah,
so many goals.
dead at
If
the
we
back.
had,
Awful.
for example, for argument's sake, if we had Tottenham's defensive record or Man
us.
United's even, then we'll probably be in the Champions League places and a lot higher up than where we are. But there's optimistic signs that our away form is that of a relegation side.
Why is it? Obviously, you come into Old Trafford next now. In terms of that game,
Mentality.
honestly, I know you don't care about it because you know, in terms of you lot got a massive game against Atletico Madrid. What can we expect apart from you lot fielding the youngsters or players who don't play?
Yeah.
What can we expect from you lot? Personnel, who's going to be playing? Formation? What we looking
Checo go in goal.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious that Ospina's
the number one in
the
Europa.
cup games and stuff like that, so that's not going to change. And Wenger's pretty straight down the middle with that, even when we get to finals. And you know, the Atletico game, how important that was, he never changed it. I can't see Bellerin playing. Too
Who's going to
important.
play?
And he put
Chambers maybe instead.
could be, or Maitland-Niles.
Holding in there.
I think that Holding will come in. I've got a feeling that Mustafi might still play.
He's awful, isn't he? He's shit.
Well, no, do you know what? When
He's poor,
I
mate.
said this to you before, when he first
He
come
is
to
bad.
Arsenal, when he was under his coaching
Yeah.
from Spain and everything else, we went 22 games unbeaten when he first came to Arsenal. 22 games
And then the
unbeaten.
real him came out.
And then, no, he got Wenger.
Yeah.
So,
He got-
yeah. And then, so that's what that could be.
Yeah.
Kolasinac could go in at left back instead of
Will
Monreal.
we see Zaka or Wiltshire, any of them?
No, don't think you will. Nor Ramsey.
No, what's that? Willock, that guy?
Joe Willock.
Yeah.
Reece Nelson.
That Eddie?
Eddie Nketiah.
Iwobi will play.
Iwobi.
So we should spank you 8-0.
Yeah, I
8-2.
think that El Nenny's a miss.
He's
Because
injured, isn't he?
he would have slotted in there in that kind of Xhaka role. So it'd be interesting to see, because we haven't really got no one else that can kind of sit in front of the back four. Will he change his personnel? Will he go free at the back? Will he do this? It's interesting. It'd be, yeah.
From our side, I mean, we're sad to see Wenger go. We wanted him to stay
Yeah, I
and
bet he did.
continue to make you as
Yeah.
shitty you have been,
Yeah, I
if
bet
I'm
he
honest, because
bet he
you've got to
did.
be, you've been embarrassed with it this season.
No.
But it looks like the nightmare could be over. We want Wenger to go out on an absolute whimper, mate. We want him to get absolutely stuffed. His last time playing Man United, want it to be a pasting. I'm a bit annoyed that it's kind of nothing game for you lot. 'Cause I would have loved it to have been. There's stuff to play for. You're fighting for this, you're fighting for that, and it's a big game. But it hasn't turned
Because
out like
you know
that.
what,
It hasn't turned out like that. It's a shame.
the thing is with me, it's a win-win situation for me. Because if we lose, I'm expecting it, and if we win, I'm just going to rip the
See,
piss out of
that's
that.
what I mean. You're just trying to play caution to the wind. Don't let him
I
fool
mean,
you.
because at the end of the day, it's a role
Yeah.
reversal of you last year. Because you came to the Emirates.
Yeah, and we were prioritising Europa.
You did not give a shit
No,
about
we
the
didn't.
game. You prioritised
And
the
Tuanzebe
Europa
had
League.
Alexis in his back pocket. Remember the little kid we had? We still lost though, 2-0.
Yeah, still lost. With
But
it.
the shoes on the
Danny
other
Welbeck,
foot.
Danny Welbeck.
Yeah. Danny Welbeck, who couldn't score, flipping hit a bundle last
Apart
night.
from when he
and,
knocked you out of the FA Cup
No,
as
I
well.
mean, don't matter. He's shit. Have
But-
him. He's shit.
Yeah, that's fine. You
Danny
can have
Welbeck's
Alexis,
shit.
he's shit as well.
Nah, he's not.
Yeah,
He's not as poor as Danny
his
Welbeck.
dogs are better than him.
Listen,
But
I'm not going to say good luck. I hope we absolutely batter you. Hope it finishes 8-0. Hope we better that 8-2 that we battered you. Last time we played the kids,
prick.
that's what happened.
Seriously.
I hope we smash you, put your confidence low, and I hope you get absolutely spanked by Atletico Madrid, who've conceded, 4 goals all this year?
Yeah.
And you guys who don't play well away from home. You haven't in Europa League, to be fair.
We've
I
actually
think
been
you're gonna
playing
get a
well
result.
from away from home.
As Man
as
United
well.
fans, we don't think you have a chance. And I hope
Yeah.
you don't win
I
the
don't
Europa
think
League.
you have a chance in the cup final either. Oh, I want to see you lot crying. I want to see you crying.
You
in
wanted
that
us to
cup
beat
final,
Spurs
man.
and then lose the
You know what I
final,
mean?
fair
If we
enough.
lose a semi-final, the tears won't be as big as yours in a final.
I don't know, man. You don't need this Europa League.
I know. I know.
They need this.
I know.
Nah, you need this
I'm
Europa
going to
League
be
more
like
than we
this.
need the
Cup
FA
final
Cup.
day, if we lose, right? I'm going to go on Instagram live and everything, and I'm going to say, "Oh, they're fucking useless." About to do interviews. Mourinho out. You're taking over from my crown. You know what I mean?
Listen, man. Thanks for coming on.
No worries,
hopefully,
man.
win, lose, or get battered. We'll see you at the end of the game.
Yeah, if we
and we'll
lose,
have
you're
a
not going to see me.
chat. Thanks for watching, guys.